Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at sources you sent on the sociology of gender identity, expression, and sexuality. Our goal here is really to move past this old idea of gender as a simple binary and get into how it's socially constructed.
And we can show how arbitrary that construction is almost immediately. I mean, get this, even the color associations we have, pink for girls, blue for boys.
Yeah, of course.
Purely arbitrary. The Smithsonian actually recorded in a 1918 article that the accepted rule was the exact opposite.
Oh, way.
Yeah. It was pink for the boys and blue for the girls.
Yeah.
Because pink was seen as the stronger color. That didn't flip until the 1940s.
Wait, so the colors we think are so deeply ingrained in gender, they've only been around for about 80 years. That is wild.
Okay.
Okay, let's unpack this from the beginning. Gender identity, so the gender a person identifies with. What's so interesting is how much our own identity depends on other people. We express ourselves based on how we think people see us.
That is exactly what sociologists call the looking glass self. It's a term from Charles Cooley. We sort of internalize that external gaze, that judgment, and because of that, society exaggerates differences, masculine versus feminine.
Right.
And that creates these really rigid social binaries that, ultimately leave people who don't fit, while people like non-binary individuals feeling invisible.
And that feeling of exclusion is often actively enforced through something called gender policing.
Yes.
Where expressions that don't fit the norm get targeted. Emily Kane's research on parenting really shows this. It's a huge double standard.
It really is. What did she find?
She found parents often got distressed if their boys showed feminine traits, even if they said they were just trying to, protect them from being made fun of.
Okay. And for girls?
But they often loved it when their daughters did traditionally masculine things, like playing t-ball.
And that's fundamentally about power.
Yeah.
Right? Masculinity is held up as the superior ideal. This gets us to concepts like hegemonic masculinity, the dominant standard of independence, aggression.
And the more harmful version, toxic masculinity.
Exactly. The cultural pressures that can lead to really negative health outcomes for men.
And for women, you have this other side of the coin, the feminine apologetic.
Explain that way.
It's this expectation that if a woman succeeds in a man's world, like sports or business, she has to balance that out.
How so?
By performing femininity in other ways, like emphasizing her appearance, just to get social acceptance and, avoid that policing we talked about.
And these small sort of micro-level demands, they build up. They translate directly into how big institutions like courts handle gender.
Absolutely. Like the recent federal ruling in Richmond, Virginia, which decided that gender-affirming care is covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act.